How's it going? This is Dusty. I'm going to talk to you about some herbs today. So I went to a wedding today and it was really sweet. It was a sweet little wedding, pretty. Everybody was happy, so it was nice. And so that got me thinking, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about one of my favorite herbs for the heart and for love and for having a good, strong, healthy heart, which is great for hearts and love. So I'm going to talk about hawthorn, and so I've grabbed both of the hawthorns that I have, and then just on the side, because I'm going to talk about another herb, I'm going to talk about the Pau D'Arco. Both of these are like really empty. I'll be using some herbs in this room for sure. So the first one I'm going to talk about is hawthorn. So what I have here is I've got hawthorn berries, and then I also have hawthorn leaf and flower. Really pretty if you want to look at it. So it's literally the leaf and dried flowers, and these are just pure solid hawthorn berries. You can also get the hawthorn berries in a powder. I love hawthorn for the heart. It is technically my favorite herb for the heart. I think that it's really good to help to strengthen the heart. It's toning for the heart. It's really good whenever a heart is weak and tired and pissy. It's really good to help to promote blood flow and circulation. It's really good to help to oxygenate the blood, because it makes the heart be so effective in its job. So if I'm dealing with somebody and their blood pressure is too high or even too low, or if their heart wants to pound like it shouldn't be pounding, we would also throw minerals on top of that if there was that little thing going on. But I love the hawthorn for that. So the hawthorn leaf and the flower I use the same way. I use the berry a lot because it's got a nice berry flavor, a little bit tart. It's real easy to make a tea with. I usually just throw it with a little smidge of cinnamon. I like the hawthorn and leaf as well, and I feel the hawthorn leaf and flower as well. I feel like it's almost a little bit more soothing, if that makes sense. Like if I've got somebody and they're just really struggling with getting pressure and down whenever it's elevated, I feel like the hawthorn leaf and flower works really nice for that. And then besides all the blood pressure modulating, cholesterol balancing, blood flow, strengthening the heart, good for weak hearts, enlarged hearts, tired hearts, all the hearts. Hawthorn is also just really good for hearts. So emotionally, it's really good for helping a heart that needs a little bit of healing. So it's really good if we feel like we're a little bit heartbroken. I feel like whenever you get all that nourishment into this heart area, it works really well. And there's all these other mechanisms on why it does do that, but we always want to use hawthorn whenever we've got a little bit of a broken heart going on, or whenever somebody's really struggling emotionally. I feel like it works really nice. And if somebody were struggling emotionally, I'd probably put some hawthorn with something like your oat straw. And there's a lot of other things that we could do, but sometimes for me, when somebody's struggling, less is more. And so I would probably pick something really simple, just like you could take a little bit of both of these hawthorns, throw a little bit of oat straw in there, and then drink that as a tea. If you wanted a little bit of splash of a stimulant in a way, you could put a little bit of cinnamon in there too. So I love hawthorn. I'm gonna say it a million times. If you've talked to me before, you know I love hawthorn. And then herb number 2 I'm gonna talk about is Pau D'Arco. So Pau D'Arco, it's little strips of the bark. I love the way this tastes. Some people, I don't know if it's like everybody's favorite. I love the way it tastes. I think it's a really beautiful tasting herb. It's a real light, delicate tasting herb. It's a herb that's cleansing and building at the same time. So I like Pau D'Arco because it's antiviral, it's antifungal, it's anti-yeast, it's blood cleansing. It helps to eradicate rogue cells in the body that we don't want in there. I think that it works really nice. And if you read Louise Tenney's book, she's going to tell you, Today's Herbal Health, she's going to tell you that Pau D'Arco will help to put the body in the defense mode to fight off diseases and issues itself. So I think it's got this really powerful balance on both of those things. So we can get it in there and we can help to eradicate bad cells and bad yeast and fungus and anything in the system that the system doesn't need in there. It'll help to eradicate those and flush it out. But then on the flip side, it's also going to be boistering and stimulating for the immune system as well. I make an antiviral tea and I throw it in there. I like drinking it just by itself. My mom used to drink it. She loved this. I would buy her like pounds at a time, and she would just make like big gallons of it, and she would just drink that tea. And you know, rogue cells was something she never dealt with. Like a lot of my family did, but she didn't, so that's cool. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that herb right there too. And if you feel like you want to do something to kind of cleanse out the system, like a real delicate but effective herb, I think that this one works really nice. If you're suffering with yeasty type stuff or fungus type stuff or BV type stuff or things like that, this one might be one that you want to look at. If you feel like you need to clean out the cells, then I think that this is a really good herb to use long term. If you have a lot of family members who have had issues in the past where they've got cell function dysregulation in there, easy way to say that, if they've got that going on, then I would probably do some preventive stuff with the Pau D'Arco. And to be fair, you could get Pau D'Arco and the Hawthorn and throw it together, and that would be such a good tea. Like, I steep these teas quite a while. I might only use a teaspoon in like a coffee mug, but if you wanted to make a whole pot, you could put more in there. And I'm going to throw these herbs in there whenever the water's cold, and I'm going to get it boiling, and I'm going to probably let it boil for about 10-15 minutes. Not like hardcore boil, but boiling, and then I'd probably turn it off, cover it up, let it steep, and I'm going to let these girls sit in there for an hour or more. You know what I mean? I feel like things like this, we just kind of let the body, or let the water kind of take it out of there. But yeah, those are the two herbs I want to talk about today. So congratulations to the lovers who got married today, and then also thank you for listening to me about your Hawthorn and your Pau D'Arco. My business, Dandelion Emporium, I'm going to put the link below or above or wherever it goes on whatever you're looking at. And if you need some herbs, you can grab some there. I do them really conveniently in like 2-ounce bags, most of them. And so yeah, if you need to order, just snag it up, and I'll go ahead and post some more of these again pretty soon. Y'all have a great night. Thank you. Bye.